We started out our journey to Bamfield by the Blenheim Bridge. This would have been a really great spot to camp for the night, but we already had reservations at the Pachina campground, so we charged ahead. You know, I do a little tour of the van here to show you what it looked like if we did camp here, and then we hit the road. The road to Bamfield's in much better shape than it was years ago. They've chip sealed it. It's kind of like pavement, so there's no issues with driving any vehicle now. So this is my first time ever using hyperlapse, and I didn't want to go overboard with it. So I started from one spot and ended in the other and figured 20 seconds would be enough. I mean, I could have showed you the entire road to Bamfield. So here we are arriving at Pachina Bay. It was a super sunny afternoon. I apologize. Really highlights the need to get some ND filters, but the beach was amazing. You know, there's a few people on the beach at this time of year, but it's not crowded by any means. A little later in the day, conditions were better, so we went out, played on the beach.
Whatever.
There is nothing in the world chocolate pups love more than the ocean. Even freshwater. I mean, there's a noticeable difference between their love of the ocean. That area of land over on the left is actually Pacific Rim National Park. That's where you start or finish the West Coast Trail. Next morning we got up early and walked down the river to the beach. Once again, the dogs had a good play. Just an amazing spot. There goes Cola again. And looking back from the far end to the campground. After we finished walking the dogs on the beach, we had breakfast and we packed up the van and headed off to Bamfield. Um, I've been to Bamfield before, like the east side, the side you can drive to here, but I've never been across to the west side because it's boat access only. So today was the day we decided to do that. You need to take a water taxi. Originally, we thought our plans were thwarted because the first water taxi we called was closed for the season. They didn't open till May 1st. So we were a little bummed. But then we found a sign for another company and we called him up and he agreed to come get us after he finished eating. Yeah, it's a $10 ride per person. The dogs were free and yeah, we'll pick it up over on the west side. I probably would have filmed more of the boat ride across, but we ended up sharing the water taxi with a French couple who had another dog. So most of our time was spent keeping the dogs apart. Yeah, it's pulling me along. Dogs are free. It's a really pretty little community over here. And usually it's not this sunny. Yeah, the west side of Bamfield. We took a boat over here. Cost $10 a person. The dogs were free. Had to wait a little while because the guy was getting something to eat. But yeah, I mean, I've always meant to come here. Lived in Port Alberni for 25 years and yeah, never been to this side of Bamfield. So, and a beautiful day for it. Unbelievably sunny. So yeah, on this side of Bamfield, the way to get around is on these boardwalks. It's the only level ground we were told. Got a work party going. No. That's a fixer-upper. And that over there is the UBC research station. Cougar in area. Ha ha ha, it's a sign for Joanne. We have the little fairy forest. Sorts of little houses. And then you walk down these pathways and there's all these pretty little houses. We're headed over to where the Francis Barclay comes in now. It's a dock. So this here is the Francis Barclay, which is the boat that goes between Port Alberni and Bamfield, cargo and passengers. We've been meaning to take it and just simply never have. It takes a couple hours, which is about the same amount it takes to drive. So one day maybe. It's dog friendly. So I might leave the dogs at home because they're a pain in the bum. So this is actually the historic harbor of Bamfield here, where the Francis Barclay docks on this side. Such a pretty little town. Not really sure the story of the cat colony, but it looks cool.
From 2006 to 2016, this was the site of a feeding station for feral cats.
Couldn't have asked for a better day for it. I could live in any one of these houses. Here we are at the Coast Guard station. It's an active Coast Guard station. Not too many of those around anymore. Oh, and it's got a view over to the rest of Vancouver Island and a community garden. Yeah, Bamfield's not an island, it's a peninsula, but you need to take a boat. There's no road that goes over between the east and west side. Little cabin in the woods. So I work with a guy who grew up in Bamfield, and his name's Ira Whiten. And I'm wondering if this is the road he grew up on. Hey, Cola, let's not pull. Big old stump. And then this beautiful view of Barkley Sound. Cool. A bench here. Brady Lou composting toilet. Here we are at what they call Brady's Beach. It's the premier beach of the Bamfield area. Some families here at the start of it having some drinks, a picnic, that sort of thing, but going this way it's pretty wide open. Wide open to Barkley Sound. I've been down in this area like on a boat, but never stopped. Yeah, and Brady's Beach keeps on keeping on. Just more beautiful rock features. Love those. Look at this thing. Epic.
lost a stick.
Pull it, come.
You lost your stick, bud.
On our way back home, we drove through the Underwood Mountain Fire, which started in early August 2025. It ended up burning about 35 square kilometers, and although it shifted away from town, it was quite concerning to say the least.